Okay, so it's sale season and that means tons of awesome smartphone deals like Galaxy S23 selling for 37,000 or the 12 plus 256GB variant of H50 Pro selling for 28,000 and all. But with so many choices out there, it can be difficult to pick the smartphone that fits in with your requirements. The perfect smartphone. So today in this video, we are going to make that decision a whole lot easier. Whether you're looking in the budget or mid-range, we are breaking down exactly what to look for in a smartphone at every price point. Let's say you're a gamer with 20,000 to spend. What features should you prioritize? We've got you covered. We'll guide you through every price range from 20,000 all the way up to 50,000. So stick around and let's find the perfect smartphone for you. You're special. Alright, so let's begin with smartphones under 20,000 because there are tons of options. iQOO Z9, Moto G85, Z9S, Nothing Phone 2A, Motorola Edge 50 Fusion. Oof, there are so many options, right? So usually in smartphones under 20,000, if you see in processors, most of the phones that come in this price range come with processors like Snapdragon 6th Gen processor or MediaTek Dimensity 7 series processor. For example, Snapdragon 6th Gen 1, 6th Gen 3, Dimensity 7200, 7300 and so on and so forth. Now before we tell you what these processors score on average in AnTuTu, for people who don't know what is AnTuTu benchmark, so AnTuTu benchmarking app runs your phone's CPU, GPU, RAM, storage, etc. at max level and it generates a score which is just like a CIBIL score but for your smartphones. Under 20,000 smartphones usually score like 5 lakh to 6 lakh on AnTuTu. And in display, almost all the phones come with AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate. LCD display on a phone, especially in the 15 to 20,000 price range, are about to come to an end. And other than display, in terms of battery and charging capacity, phones under 20,000 come with a 5000 mAh battery. In terms of charging, you get 30 to 44 watt charging. There are some phones which come with 6000 mAh battery, so if you're someone who is on 5G 24/7, then you can consider getting 6000 mAh battery. And in terms of camera, you get one single usable camera. All those ultra wide angle depth camera is of no use. Now, what you should not expect from smartphones under 20,000, like number one, no reverse wireless charging, no 4K 30 FPS video recording from front camera, no NFC sensor. So if you're looking for a gaming smartphone under 20,000, then the iQOO Z9 is the one you should consider because Dimensity 7200 around 50,000 price point is a very capable processor. For performance-based tasks like gaming or video editing, it does the job. If you want a phone with good and clean software, then you can get the CMF Phone 1. Because this is the only phone in this price range that doesn't come with a single bloatware. And if you want more of like an all-rounder smartphone with the best slim design and the best camera in the price range, the Moto G85 is the one you should consider. Okay, now moving on to the phones under 30,000 segment. This segment is pretty hot because it has most launches. Like Motorola alone has 4 smartphones in this same price range. Then you have phones from Nothing, OnePlus, iQOO and many more. So to begin with, processors in this price range are slightly better and you get Snapdragon 7 series processor or Dimensity 8 series processor. Like in 30,000 price range, you would mostly see phones having Snapdragon processor like 7 Gen 3, 7 Plus Gen 3 or you would get Dimensity 8000, 8100 or even 7350. And usually smartphones in this price range on AnTuTu, they score around 8 lakh to 12 lakh. The only exception here is the Poco F6 because it comes with Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 processor which is a slightly less powerful version of 8 Gen 3 and it scores almost 14 lakh on AnTuTu. And in real life tasks like playing Genshin Impact, Call of Duty at highest setting, it can handle it easily without any issues. Now in display, smartphones under 30,000 usually come with 1.5K resolution and 120Hz refresh rate. So watching YouTube videos and OTT content looks very sharp, colorful and vibrant here. And to support these long binging sessions, you still get 5000 or 5500 mAh battery. However, charging speeds here are much more higher. You start seeing 65 watt, 80 watt or even 100 watt charging in this price range. And of course, chargers are still included in the box in this price range, except a few companies. If you know, you know. And in terms of camera, in the 30,000 price segment, you will start seeing a good main camera with good OIS features. And also there is a trend of having a telephoto camera in this price range, which is doable, but still you will not get good ultra wide angle camera or 4K 30 FPS front camera recording. So these were the things that you should expect. And now here are the things that you shouldn't expect in this price range. Like Number 1, wireless charging and reverse wireless charging. Number 2, AI features like summarizing an article or writing assistant or generative fill, AI cleanup, all of that. Now, there are exceptions. Like in 30,000 price point, you would see a couple of phones that do that. Number 1 is Moto Edge 50 Pro because it offers wireless charging as well as reverse wireless charging, 125 watt of fast charging, IP68 rating and all of that, which is not usual in this price range. And second is OnePlus Nord 4. Not just it has AI image eraser, but it also comes with usable AI features like summarizing article and writing assistant, which helps you to write those sassy Insta captions to that sick leave to the HR. Now, like OnePlus Nord 4, the S23 FE also has these AI features, but it has a bit more. Like the Galaxy AI can translate calls from Hindi to English in real time. Also, if you draw things like airplane on images, it generates and it looks so good as if the airplane was really there while clicking the picture. So under 30,000, if you want a best camera phone, consider getting the Edge 50 Pro, and for best performance, you can consider the Poco F6 or OnePlus Nord 4. And if you want a phone with good aesthetics and design, then Nothing Phone 2a is the phone to get. Ignore the Phone 2a Plus. Watch out our Phone 2a video to find out why. Now coming to the the premium segment of smartphone from 40,000 to 50,000. Jokes aside, this is the segment where the number of compromises in smartphones are very less compared to 20 or 30,000 smartphones. So in terms of processor in this price range, you see the dominance of Snapdragon processor over MediaTek processor. So phone launched with last year's flagship processor like 8 Gen 2 or 8s Gen 3 or even 8 Gen 3. And since they are flagship level processor, they score more than 15 lakh on AnTuTu. Or if you see this iQOO 12, it scores around 20 lakh, which is higher than what S24 Ultra or Pixel 9 Pro scores. And those are proper flagship. And this benchmark results also reflect in the games that you play, like playing Genshin Impact, COD Warzone, all of that for more than 1 hour, 1.5 hours in highest setting, that can be handled easily. And other than gaming, it can also do other real life tasks like editing a video on a phone. It can handle that without breaking a sweat. Now in this price range, mostly all the phones come with good camera specs and also give good output in terms of images. Plus in this price range, you would see camera collaborations like Vivo does with Zeiss, with V series, Xiaomi does with 14CV, with Leica, and apart from that, you can shoot videos in HDR, you can shoot portrait videos in 4K 30 FPS, and the video quality and all comes good. So if you're someone who wants to create content on YouTube and Reels using budget phones and now you want to upgrade the quality, then this price range is good where you will see good video taking capabilities. Now in terms of battery in this price range, you get around 5000 to 5500 mAh battery, which is being constant across the price range, but optimization in this price range is better, so you get better battery life. The only difference here that you will see is you get 120 watt fast charging. Samsung of course is the exception, which comes with only 25 watt or 45 watt charging. Now we'll stop right here and not give anything above 50,000 price point, because above this price, it's not about specs, battery and all of that stuff. It boils down to personal preference, like some prefer brands like Apple, Samsung, while others might prefer Vivo, Xiaomi, etc. at the sub 1 lakh range. And this is the segment where you get the latest technology or they are very innovative, so it's just hard to put them in a bracket. Now with all these parameters, now you know what to expect from phones of different price range. And when choosing a smartphone, consider your budget, priorities and specific needs, research different models and watch reviews to find out the best option for you. And a small note I have is, guys, if you want a phone for normal usage like browsing social media and watching content, getting a smartphone under 30,000 or even 25,000 is more than sufficient. And if you're someone who's creating content and wants to upgrade, or you use it for your business, then you should venture around this 50,000 territory. Let us know if you found this video helpful to find you the perfect smartphone, and if you have any queries, drop them in the comment. We'll try to answer most of them in the next 1 hour. On that note, this is signing off. See you in the next video. Pew, pew, pew.